My name is Aladdin Al-Sati. I came to see Dr. Karimi because I had difficulty breathing through my nose. I had an accident in 2015 and my nose bone was broken. My septum was deviated. I have a problem with the left valve. All the surgeries I have done, they did not really address any issue. After a lot of doctors told me there is no solution, they cannot do anything for me. I prayed a lot. I was hoping I could find a doctor.
I remember when Aladdin first came for his consultation, he actually came in very skeptical of what I might be able to say to him, and understandably so. He had had multiple procedures on his nose, he had had surgeries on his nose, he had had dissolvable implants put in, he had had several procedures to try to help him, and he was going nowhere. And I think he came to me kind of as a last-ditch resort.
From the first visit to Dr. Kian, he looked through my nose and he addressed all the issues and he told me I can fix it. He was actually excited. He recognized all the problems that I had.
After I assessed him and did a full, thorough examination, I explained to him that, look, we need to completely reshape your nose for you to be able to breathe. And he was like, wait a second, I wasn't really concerned about the appearance of my nose, but talk to me.
I was very curious how my nose will look like. I'm Middle Eastern, so I'm very concerned that, about the shape of my nose. Does it look that I have done a rhinoplasty? Is it gonna look natural? Is it gonna still look manly? And I asked Dr. Kian if he can show me a vision how it's gonna look like. They took a picture and worked on the image, and I can tell you the results are identical for the pictures that he showed me how is my nose gonna look like.
So I showed him that he had very poor tip support, his tip was droopy, and he had this very characteristic collapse of his nostril that we call valve collapse or nasal valve collapse. So once I explained all this to him, he's like, well, I don't want to look like I've had a nose job, because essentially a septorhinoplasty is completely reshaping the septum and the nose to allow for the airway. So I actually did a 3D rendering for him to show him what his nose was going to look like after surgery, and he was like, wow, actually that does look better as well. And so even though the changes made were to improve his breathing, as you can see from his results, it does not look like he's had nasal surgery. But these changes to his cartilage, which I had to completely reshape, restructure, and reorganize, were necessary for him to have a successful outcome.
Here I am. I have no issues anymore. I'm healthy. I can breathe through my nose. I don't have a problem post-nasal drip, and even my nose look better. I'm healed. I'm grateful. I'm happy.